Do you ever feel like you're just checking boxes all day, but not really living? Let me explain why not getting lost in tasks and duties could completely shift your perspective. Lesson 14. Don't get lost in tasks and duties. The phrase, "don't get lost in tasks and duties," from the Way of the Superior Man encourages us to avoid becoming so consumed by daily responsibilities that we lose sight of our larger purpose, passion, or the essence of who we truly are. Illustration with daily life example. Imagine a man who wakes up every morning, goes to work, completes his tasks, comes home, takes care of chores, and then repeats this cycle every day. He might be a good employee, a responsible partner, and an attentive parent. But something feels off. There's a growing sense of emptiness. Why? Because he's so focused on doing that he's forgotten being. He's lost connection with the deeper why behind his actions. For example, he works overtime, but hasn't paused to ask if his job aligns with his values or purpose. He spends weekends running errands, but neglects meaningful time with his loved ones or himself. He's great at crossing items off his to-do list, but hasn't felt inspired or alive in months. Call to action for the viewer. Remember, life isn't about just finishing tasks. It's about living with purpose. So today, don't just cross things off your list. Make sure what you're doing fuels the deeper why that inspires you. Have you ever felt like you're constantly doing things, checking boxes, meeting deadlines, taking care of responsibilities, but at the end of the day, you still feel unfulfilled? That's because, as the Way of the Superior Man puts it, you might be getting lost in tasks and duties. Let me break this down with a practical example and show you how to shift from simply doing to truly living. Part 1. What does getting lost in tasks and duties mean? In life, we all have things we need to take care of: jobs, bills, family responsibilities, errands, and so on. These tasks are essential, but when we let them dominate our attention, they can pull us away from what truly matters: our purpose, joy, and sense of fulfillment. Think of it this way. Tasks are like stepping stones. They're meant to help you move forward. But if you focus only on the stones and never look up, you lose sight of where you're going. Part 2. A relatable daily example. Let's bring this idea to life with a typical scenario. Imagine a man named Alex. Alex wakes up at 6 a.m., gulps down coffee, rushes to work, and spends his day answering emails, attending meetings, and meeting deadlines. By the time he gets home, he's tired but still has things to do: mow the lawn, pay bills, and prepare for the next day. He finally collapses on the couch, watches Netflix, and goes to bed. He's done a lot, but deep down, he feels like he hasn't moved closer to anything meaningful. Why? Because Alex is caught in a cycle of tasks that, while necessary, aren't connected to a bigger vision or purpose for his life. Part 3. Why this happens. Getting lost in tasks happens because it's easy to equate productivity with progress. Society often praises us for being busy, but being busy doesn't always mean being fulfilled. Over time, we might neglect our deeper passions, relationships, and personal growth because we're too preoccupied with the immediate. Part 4. Shifting from tasks to purposeful living. Here's how Alex, and anyone else in this situation, can break free. 1. Pause and reflect on the big picture. Every morning or evening, take 5 minutes to ask yourself, "Oh, what's my deeper purpose? Oh, why am I doing these tasks? Oh, how do they align with the life I truly want?" For example, Alex might realize he's working overtime not just to make money, but to provide his family with a secure future. This shifts his perspective. He's not just doing a job, he's building a legacy. 2. Prioritize the important over the urgent. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talked about the difference between tasks that are urgent, emails, deadlines, and tasks that are important, spending time with loved ones, personal growth. Make time for what's important, even if it's not pressing. Alex could schedule an hour every evening to play with his kids or work on a personal project he's passionate about. This rekindles his sense of purpose. 3. Integrate purpose into everyday tasks. Not every task can be avoided, but you can approach them differently. For instance, while washing dishes, think about how you're contributing to a clean, peaceful home. During your commute, listen to an inspiring podcast or reflect on your goals. These small shifts make mundane duties feel more meaningful. Part 5. The bigger picture. When you stop getting lost in tasks, you free up energy and attention for what truly matters. This doesn't mean you abandon your responsibilities. It means you approach them with clarity and balance. Think of life as a journey. Tasks are part of the terrain, but your purpose is the destination. By keeping that destination in mind, every step becomes intentional and meaningful. Conclusion, call to action. So, don't let life slip by in a haze of tasks and to-do lists. Pause, reflect, and reconnect with your purpose. Ask yourself, what's the bigger picture? Then, make sure your daily actions align with it. Today, try this. Take just 10 minutes to step back and evaluate your tasks. Ask yourself why you're doing them, and if they're serving the life you truly want to live. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're turning tasks into purpose. Remember, life isn't about how much you do. It's about what you create, who you become, and the impact you leave behind.